This is the 30th lecture of the Semantic SEO course, and in this lecture, we will talk about the further our content briefs that we have created. This is the first step of creating semantic content network. The concepts like central entity, central search intent, and the source context, they are also distributed in this project as well. And our central entity is water, and the source context is the luxury water, basically, which is the type of water. But the main issue here is the civil bard is not just the luxury of water brand, it is Arctic water brand. Arctic water is relatively more expensive than other types of water, which is one of the attributes and the meaning condition that exist in the luxury water. And when we unite the concept of Arctic water and the luxury water, we found the attribute that is quality. Our central search intent in that specific project is a drinking water that will be seen in an entire website with site-wide engrams and the phrases, topical entries, and the context entries. We reflect this concept directly in our root document. So let's move to the root document of our topical map. Here you can see we have three columns. In the previous project, we have one column. The reason of three column here is when we write our quality node or YMYL niches topics, we create three columns. This is the first one that is ranking on a Google search result page. And the reason we put in the first column is that this is educational website, and this is not coming from the second website that we see on a search result page. We choose the health line because we tell the Google that we classify with the top authoritative websites for our main specific topics. Then after, when we classify it, we go for another topics. When we outrank these specific top authoritative resources, we classified with those top authorities. And the third one is basically the phrase taxonomy. So in summary, we choose this specific source to ranking for this specific context, and this to classify with the top authority, and this is for the phrase taxonomy. Basically, we are getting the specific phrase, then all their variations, combinations, or the specific different types of phrase circumstances of the same context. This is slightly related to the dense retrieval, but basically you will need to understand when exactly we are talking about a different context. So first, we give most of our weight for the question generation and context vector creation to this point. Then we take the context term from this area to classify with this source. At the same time, we use this to making the internal links. Because we have a different types of water, so we process this lemon water, but we did not go for coconut water. We have few thing for alkaline water in the context of pH level. But you need to understand we don't always need to create different types of web pages. And the other thing, the lemon water is more connected to the health, which is implied in the benefits or completed further with the words like physical, psychological, or other types of attribute signal. So in this case, the coconut water is more relevant to the recipes, but lemon water relevant to the weight loss or fat burning or other types of context. So you need to feel these specific densities as much as possible, because not every word in these queries have the same weight. And if some of the words do not have any weight, which means they will be under this root context or they will be under some other types of context. For example, we also process the hot water in the same way. The next step is you do that creating or multiplying the different combination from all these things to this specific area. And of course, macro context will be slightly different. So in the next lecture, we will see our context vector